Greetings everyone, I'm the Flying Twinkie, and welcome to another video on my channel about coins and precious metals. In today's video, I'm going to tell you all about the Casino Silver Strike. But first, if you enjoy videos about coins and precious metals, then please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. Your support means a lot to me, and it encourages me to keep posting new videos. So thank you for watching. Recently, I have seen silver strikes coming up in a number of videos here on YouTube, from coin roll hunting channels to coin collecting channels to silver stackers, and I've even seen some offered as giveaway prizes. However, it doesn't really seem like a lot of people know much about silver strikes, or where they come from, or the history behind them, or even how much silver is in a silver strike. So I'd like to start off by sharing some of that information with you today, and then I'll take you through the collection we have in front of us. So if you'll bear with me, let me do a bit of talking first, and I'll fill you in on the Casino Silver Strike. First of all, there is a brilliant resource available if you do want to take a deeper dive into silver strikes, and that is the website silverstrikers.com, and I will leave a link to that website in the description of this video below. But the website is the official site of the Silver Strikers Club, which is the organization of collectors of these historic casino tokens that spans around the world. One of the best things they have on that site, apart from the information that I'm going to share with you, is a catalog of almost every silver strike that was ever made with photographs. So if you do have a silver strike of your own and you want to find out more about it, you can go to silverstrikers.com, look it up in their catalog. Chances are there'll be a picture there and all the information you could possibly want to know about it, including the size and the mintages and the composition and everything else. So check it out when you have a moment. Alright, so what is a silver strike? Well, it is a limited edition silver gaming token that you win from a slot machine. And they all come in these protective plastic capsules. And I'll talk more about that in a little bit. But the tokens were issued by a number of casinos throughout the United States, Canada, the Caribbean, and on some cruise ships. And the first silver strike was won from a slot machine in the Reno Tahoe area of Nevada in 1992. So that's how long they've been around. The tokens have been issued with a redeemable value ranging from $2 all the way up through 3, 5, 7, 10, 12, 20, 28, 40, $200, and $300. And they range in size from 1.5 inches up to 3.5 inches in diameter, depending on the value. Now the $200 and $300 silver strikes are the only ones that were not winnable directly from the slot machine. Those had to be paid by a slot attendant, or more likely redeemed for at the casino cage. The current silver strikes being issued today are almost all $10 denominations, but there are some $40 silver strikes in play, and the $300 silver strikes are still being made. However, the machines with the $2, $3, $5, $7, $20, and $28 silver strike denominations have been removed from play for quite some time now. The silver strikes also come in capsule varieties, and here is a typical clear common silver strike capsule. This is the way it comes out of the machine, and you'll see the machine has these stacked up in columns, and that's how they are dispensed. But inside the machines you'll also see yellow capsules like this, and then they also have blue ones and red ones as well. So why the different color capsules? Well, as I mentioned, the clear capsules are the most common. The yellow capsules all have the $40 denominations, and then the red and blue are for the $10 denomination strikes, which are more limited edition or otherwise have something special about them. For example, The red capsules typically are all 3/9 spine silver, and many of them will have some colorized aspect to them, just like this one here. And then the blue capsules, these days the blue capsules are typically clad, so they don't have any real silver content, but they are lower mintage, more limited, and also typically have the colorized aspect on the strike itself as well. So those are the different capsules. Now, what is a silver strike made out of? Well, the $10 strikes, most common today in the machines, you're going to find clad strikes. So unfortunately, the days where every silver strike was made of 3/9 spine silver are behind us. But typically these days you'll find the clad strikes, but you'll also find, like I mentioned, the red capsules, which are 3/9 spine silver, as well as the yellow capsules. The $40 ones are also 3/9 spine silver, and then the blue capsules, the more limited edition ones. However, the older strikes, when they first came out, had a 3/9 spine silver center insert with an outer brass ring. And the actual silver weight was 0.6 troy ounces of 3/9 spine silver. So that was from 1992 all the way up through 2005. And then sometime in 2005, a new thinner silver core was introduced that only contained half a troy ounce of 3/9 spine silver rather than 0.6 of an ounce. So if you want to know how much silver is in your silver strike, then again, a good resource is that catalog on silverstrikers.com. You can go there and see which year your silver strike was issued. If it was prior to 2005, you know you have 0.6 of an ounce. If it was after 2005, but it still says 3/9 spine silver, then you know you have only half an ounce. So that's the composition. You can look up the compositions of the other denominations on the Silver Strikers website if you so desire. Now, why would you want, if you're a silver stacker, why would you want to collect these clad silver strikes with absolutely no silver in them whatsoever? Well, the answer is for those $300 silver strikes. The only way you can get those is to redeem 30 $10 silver strikes for a $300 strike. The only casino that's issuing those right now is the Four Queens, and typically they release a $300 strike twice a year, once at Halloween and once around St. Patrick's Day. If you want one, you have to get there early because they are in high demand, again, by that group of collectors. They only mint between 1 and 200 of them in a typical issue, and they do go fast. However, you might get lucky if you go to Las Vegas and you happen to be at the Four Queens. Check with the cage because sometimes people do turn in old $200 or $300 silver strikes, and you can redeem for them if they have them. So the $300 silver strikes, the modern ones contain 6 troy ounces of 3/9 spine silver. The very first 300s that came out were a troy pound, and then all the $200 silver strikes are a troy pound or 12 troy ounces of 3/9 spine silver. So that's the composition that you'll find. Let me take you through this collection because I just got back from Las Vegas recently, and I was able to win 8 of these $40 silver strikes directly from the machine. And these are all typically 1.5 troy ounces of 3/9 spine silver. You can see this one was issued for St. Patrick's Day 2020, and it has that colorized aspect on the one side, and then the other side is the Four Queens Hotel and Casino logo. And it says limited edition $40 gaming token, Las Vegas, Nevada, 3/9 spine silver. So this is what they look like. And as I mentioned, from the machine they come out inside these yellow capsules. So I was able to pull 8 of these out of the machine. You can see that stack here. I've already taken some out and put them in airtights, but 4 of them are still in the original yellow capsules. So that's that. And then I also collected 7 of these clad strikes. I did win a few more, but I went ahead and turned them into the casino cage for cash rather than hanging on to them, because after all, I collect silver, not clad, and chances are I'm not going to be in Las Vegas to redeem these when the $300 strikes come out. But I did take the time to collect one of each unique one that I got from the machine. This is an older series that was the different seasons of the year. And then the more recent series that they had in the machines was these depictions of different goddesses. So I'll show you what some of these look like. You can see the designs are really quite unique. It's definitely cool to be able to pull these out of a slot machine and have a little memento to take home with you. But as I mentioned, you can take these right up to the cage and get a $10 bill for each one. So the designs are really cool. They have a lot of artistry that go into them. And considering that these used to be at a large number of casinos, and now there's only a select few that still have Silver Strike machines available, I think they are highly collectible and they are a piece of gaming history. So those are the ones that I won on my most recent Las Vegas trip. I also collect 2 different series of Silver Strikes. One is the Palms Playboy series. So they issued these, again, these are all 3/9 spine silver because they are pre-2005. And they issued a whole series of the Playmates of the Year. I decided to collect the Playboys because, well, who doesn't like beautiful women? And not only are these collectible to anyone that collects Silver Strikes, but there are a lot of collectors of Playboy memorabilia out there as well. So these hold value to both of those types of collectors. That's why I decided to do the Playboy series as part of my Silver Strike collection. These are not the original capsules. The person I purchased these from put them in these airtights. Unfortunately, they are pretty scratched up, but the scratches are all on the airtights, not on the strikes themselves. So you can see how even within Silver Strikes, they have different series that you can collect. This one's a bit more unique. It's the Playboy Shield. I think this one came out when they opened the Playboy Club at the Palms Casino Resort in Las Vegas. Of course, that's no longer there. Nor are the Silver Strike machines at the Palms. They took those out a number of years back. So the only way you can get these now is to get them from a collector. There's Hugh Hefner. A little bit of a different logo design on the other side there. And here is another iteration of Hugh Hefner with the Palms Playboy logo. There's the grand opening designation there. So those are the Playboy series that I have. This isn't nearly all of them. So I'm still working on that collection. They also do have a $200 Playboy Silver Strike as well. So one of these days, hopefully I'll be able to pick that up. But the other series I collect is from McCarran Airport. Of course, since I am a pilot, the aviation theme appeals to me. And of course, McCarran Airport no longer has these either. But you can get them from a collector. There's the old McCarran Airport terminal. This is the airport in Las Vegas, for those of you who don't know. First plane to land in Las Vegas, May 7th, 1920. It's a cool design. Here's one that they did for 9/11. So, neat tribute there. This is the World Endurance Flight Record, Las Vegas 1959, and you can see Hacienda there, which was an old casino. There's the Alamo Airport, which was the predecessor to the modern-day McCarran Airport. I think that's a duplicate of the terminal building. And here's the old McCarran Airport sign from 1958. So there's even more McCarran Airport strikes than there are Playboy strikes. But if you go take a look at that catalog, you'll see how huge the variety is. You really have to narrow it down to a few different themes if you're going to try to collect them. Now these last two stacks, here I have some random strikes from various casinos in Las Vegas. Here's the Plaza from downtown. Salutes America's heroes. That's a nice tribute there. Here's an old Treasure Island from when it was still called Treasure Island at the Mirage. From the Millennium Celebration. Here's the Lucky Leprechaun from Fitzgerald's. Fitzgerald's was an old casino in downtown Las Vegas. Now it's called the D, but it used to be the Fitzgerald's. Here's the Creepy Clown from Circus Circus. I guess it used to have some kind of dinosaur attraction there. Not really sure what that's all about, but it's kind of a cool design nonetheless. Here's Hera's Construction Zone. This is from the Four Queens. You can see the facade there on this side. I like that vintage facade before the Fremont Street Experience canopy was there. And then on the other side we have Four Queens. Apropos. And lastly we have Bugsy Siegel, which is of course from the Flamingo Hilton. Back in the day when it was still the Flamingo Hilton and not just the Flamingo. And this was to celebrate their 50th anniversary. And then lastly, here's a stack of some non-Las Vegas ones. Here's one from Sierra Sid's. Little Area 51 reference there. Sparks, Nevada. Silver Legacy. Picture of the resort there. From Reno. Here's another Silver Legacy. Here we have the El Dorado from Reno. Millennium Celebration, picture of the resort there. Here is the Red Garter from Wendover, Nevada. That one's kind of interesting. And then finally, we have a Royal Caribbean Casino Royale token, Island Paradise. So that's my collection of silver strikes. When I lived in Las Vegas, I used to have a larger collection, and then I pared back when we moved, and now I'm starting to rebuild a bit. So what do you think? Hopefully you found this informative about silver strikes and their history and how much silver is in a silver strike. I'd be interested to know if any of you have played a silver strike machine. If so, where was it? Do you have any good stories? Any good gambling stories in general? Do you have any silver strikes in your stack? Let me know in the comments below. If you collect any particular series, or if you've just come across a few of these. Hopefully you found this video informative. Really, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to hit the like button. Leave a comment below. I really enjoy hearing from viewers just like you and reading each and every comment. So until next time, I'm the Flying Twinkie.